Welcome to today's video. So for this video I am going to be doing a kind of empties video. So all the products that I've been using over the last few months that are now empty, and I'm going to talk about if I will repurchase them or not, what I liked about them, what I didn't maybe like, and yeah, I've kind of collected a bag full of products that I have gone through over the last few weeks and months. So yeah, I wanted to do a video on my kind of thoughts and if I would buy them again or not. So if you would like to see what I have been loving and what maybe didn't work for me, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first product I am going to talk about are ones that I have been obsessed with, especially during the start of summer, and I've gone through all three of them. I've done a blog post dedicated to these because I love them so much, and I think they are definitely my staple body moisturiser for the summer this year. So these are what they look like. So these are the Nivea Soft Mix Me creams. So there's 3 little ones here. So I love them because they're each 100 millilitres, so they're perfect for travelling. They're basically the Nivea Soft, which everyone knows and loves, limited edition version. So they each have a different scent, and the reason why they're called Mix Me is because you can mix them to make your own personalised scent. Which I love, and I also love the packaging. I think it's really cute and summery. So they have 3 scents. So the first one, the pink one, is the Berry Charming one. The green one is the Chilled Oasis one, and the yellow one is the Exotic one. So my favourite scent is the Exotic one, the yellow one. It's so tropical and so summery. But I also am a huge fan of the Oasis one for kind of like those long days in the sun, and when you've kind of been in the sun your skin feels a bit tight. This one has a real cooling effect, so I found when I put it on my skin it really cooled it down, and it was really kind of chilling. I guess that's why it's called the Chilled Oasis one. But yeah, it was like a really nice soothing effect, which is perfect when you've been in the sun. So obviously I would 100% repurchase these. Like I said, the Nivea Soft is a staple in many people's body care routine anyway, and I just love that they've kind of created these different scents. So I am going to be going out to purchase these soon because I want to keep using them this summer. And then next up are kind of 2 products from the same line. So these are the Mario Badescu facial sprays. So this one was the aloe, herbs and rose water one, and this one was the aloe, cucumber and green tea one. So yeah, these are completely empty now. I used every last drop that I could out of these. My favourite one is the rose water one. I'm a really big fan of that one because I personally love the scent of rose, and also I find that rose for my skin works really well, and rose water works really lovely. It really soothes my skin, and I find that my skin can be not overly sensitive but a little sensitive, and after cleansing and if I've used an exfoliator and I've been rubbing my skin, then it can go a little bit red sometimes, so rose water is perfect to calm it down. However, the cucumber one is really nice and refreshing in the summer, and really nice to use throughout the day over makeup. I love to use these like I said, as a setting spray over makeup, also as a primer spray, also to dampen my beauty blender and my brushes to get kind of more pigment for highlight. And I also love using these, especially the rose water one, as a toner. So I just spray it to a cotton pad and apply it after cleansing, and it works really beautifully on my skin. So I would always repurchase these. I've actually already repurchased them, and I've actually repurchased this one, the cucumber one, and I need to repurchase the rose water one because that one is my favourite. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase these, as I said, already have. So these are just perfect, and they're so affordable, they're not pricey at all. Okay, and then going along with kind of the toner line is this, which I've had a little while now. It's took me a while to get through because I kind of swap and change when it comes to toners. But this is the Murad Essential C Toner. So this is what it looks like. My label's kind of rubbed off now. But yeah, so this one is, it says it replenishes moisture and restores suppleness and delivers antioxidants to fight free radicals. Now, one of the things I love about this, I purchased it with the cleanser, which I'm also a big fan of. But this is like their vitamin C range, which I love for the summer and to really kind of make your skin feel fresh and supple. But the smell is gorgeous. It smells of like fresh oranges, which I personally love. Yeah, I did really like this. I think I would repurchase this if maybe it had like a good kind of combo deal or something. Like, I know when I bought this, I bought it with the cleanser, and it was a kind of duo, and I think it was basically roughly like 2 for the price of 1, which worked out really well. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would pay, I think this is around £25. I'm not sure I would pay that for this, purely because I find that when I apply it to my skin, I do really find that it is hydrating. It cools my skin down and makes it feel lovely. But I think the thing is, it doesn't last very long, so I find that it sinks in quite quickly. But as I say, it is really nice. But I just think for the price, I would rather get the cleanser as well rather than just this. But yeah, so I would repurchase it if I was getting a cleanser as well. But otherwise, I think I would reach for different toners first. Like, I really love this rose water one. So, and this is like half the price. So yeah, but I do love the range, but I just feel like for this one thing, it's quite pricey. So yeah. So then carrying on with Murad, I have an eye cream. So this is the Murad Instant Radiance Eye Cream. So yeah, it's completely empty. I used this for a long time. I wanted to make sure that I gave it a fair chance and used the whole thing. This is a difficult one because I think this was the first eye cream I ever properly tried and kind of dedicate myself to. So I think I wasn't really sure when I first started using this what to expect, because I wasn't big on eye creams. But now I've been using my Kiehl's creamy eye treatment, the one with avocado oil, and I'm obsessed with it. And comparing those two, and I also have a Nivea one that I really like, I think it's the Q10 one. Comparing those, I find that this wasn't nourishing at all to my under eyes. But then, to be fair, it doesn't say it's going to be nourishing. It says it's going to be radiant. And I mean, it did brighten my under eyes. Like, it did make them look brighter. So it was like good on those days maybe when you're not wearing concealer and you want your eyes to look a bit more awake. But I didn't find that this was nourishing in the slightest. I didn't like using it before bed, because I don't feel like it really, I just don't feel like it made much of a difference to my under eyes, apart from like aesthetically wise. Like, I think it did make them look kind of more radiant, but it didn't make them feel it. And I think for me with an eye cream, especially because I'm like prone to getting creases in my concealer, I do want one that's going to nourish them and kind of make a difference. And I feel like this is very much good for on the surface, but not for kind of proper nourishment. And I mean, this is pricey. I think this is around £45, and it did last a long time, but I feel like it depends what you want it for. Personally, I now love the Kiehl's one, and I probably won't change from that for a very long time. So I wouldn't repurchase this. But if you're looking for an eye cream that isn't really creamy but just makes your eyes look more awake, then this would be perfect. But I am such a big fan of the brand Murad. I really love their products, and I have loads that are my holy grails and I love, and loads that I've tried in the past that I would definitely purchase. But yeah, this one I'm just not so sure about. But it's just because I personally prefer a really nourishing under eye cream, and this just wasn't that nourishing. So yeah. Okay, so next up, the next brand is going to be Earle. So I have 3 products that I've gone through from that range. So I'm going to start off with these. So firstly, this is the Energising Body Scrub, like I said, by Earle. So this is what it looks like. Smooths the skin and is perfect to use in the shower. Before kind of shaving, and just perfect to use for the summer. Now, I personally really enjoyed using this. I loved the smell, really loved the smell. It was kind of like really fresh and summery. It does have sweet orange oil in it, so that explains it. But yeah, I really enjoyed using this. I found that it wasn't too harsh. Like I said, my skin can sometimes be quite sensitive, and that's the same kind of on my legs, etc. So when I'm exfoliating, it's important that kind of what I use is not just going to make my skin kind of really red and angry, and this was perfect. It does have kind of like an oily consistency when you're using it. It's quite nourishing on the skin as well, and it was just really nice to use on my skin. I found that it did the job. My legs felt really smooth after, and yeah, it filled my bathroom with a gorgeous smell. So yeah, I will repurchase this one. I think it's really nice, especially for the summer. I think it's a good summer body scrub. So yeah, I will repurchase this one. And then to go with that, this is the Earle Nourishing Botanical Body Cream. So this is what that one looks like. This one says it intensively hydrates and soothes. Now this has, so this is a natural source of vitamin E, and again it has sweet orange pure essential oils. So comparing this and the body scrub, I would 100% repurchase the body scrub like I said, but I feel like maybe I wouldn't repurchase this. Again, I've said before, I'm a massive fan of Earle, and all the products that they do, especially their skin, like facial skincare line. I just found with this body cream, when I'm comparing it to, say, like the Nivea Soft, which is literally a fraction of the price. Okay, I know you get more in here, but you only get double in here of what you get in here. And I feel like when I'm comparing those, I just feel like the Nivea Soft is a lot more nourishing and really does make my skin glow, where to be honest I found with this one it was quite stiff, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I found like it was quite hard to manoeuvre and like spread across my body. And you know when a moisturiser just kind of leaves like a white kind of mask on your skin and doesn't really move, I found that this did that a little bit. Maybe it was just my skin. I mean, my skin does get quite dry and it sometimes needs quite a, or not an oily, but quite like a nourishing, kind of like really deeply nourishing moisturiser. But yeah, I just found this was a little bit difficult to work with sometimes, and wasn't really nourishing enough for my skin, whereas this makes my skin glow and feel looked after. So yeah, I'm not sure I would repurchase this one. Just because I feel like there's other moisturisers that work better for my skin. But then going on to my final product of Earle, which I would 100% repurchase, already have repurchased and nearly used another one, constantly repurchase every time I run out and just adore. So this is the Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. So this is the super size one that I've had for a while now, but as I say, it's finished and I'm already nearly through my next one that I purchased. This is the Mimosa and Angelica one. This has cocoa butter, rosemary and chamomile, and this was the limited edition one. Like I said, this was the super size. Yeah, I just adore this. Every time a new scent comes out and a new kind of limited edition version comes out, I always buy it. It's one of my top favourite cleansers. Never lets my skin down. I just adore it, and I will always repurchase this time and time again. And I am constantly recommending this one to people. So that's that one. And then next on cleansers is this one. So this is from the brand Evolve Organic Beauty, and this is their Gentle Cleansing Melt. So that one again is completely empty. So this is like this was kind of like a jelly substance. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, one of the things that jumps out to me about this product that I adored was the smell. It just smelled gorgeous. To me it kind of smelled like licorice. I'm not sure why. But yeah, this has got vanilla in it, so maybe it was that I was smelling, I don't know. This is a cleansing melt, and like I've said many times before, for me, for an evening cleanser, when it comes to removing my makeup, I love cleansing melts and kind of cleansing balms. Those that really kind of break down any grime and makeup and really get deep into the pores. You put it onto a dry face and you add water, it goes into like a light milk, so that you can then rub it in and make sure you've got everything off and then wash it off. I did really like this. I felt like it lasted a long time, considering that I always use a generous amount when I am cleansing my face at night. Yeah, I would repurchase this one. I think for me, when it comes to cleansing melts, I'm always trying different ones, and I always like to try kind of ones that people are raving about, because there's a lot on the market that people buy. But I mean, if this was down to would you or wouldn't you repurchase it, I would. Like, there's no reason why I wouldn't. But the only reason maybe I would reach something else is just because I like mixing my routine when it comes to cleansers, and I like trying all different ones that have really good reviews and seeing what I think and how they work for my skin. But yeah, there's no reason why I wouldn't repurchase this. It always made my skin feel really nourished and kind of calm once I'd used it. It was gentle on the skin, it did get all the makeup off properly and did the job really well. So yeah, this is a good one. And then next, again for cleanser, so this is the Soap and Glory Scrub Atomic Cleanser. So you can probably see like this one is completely empty. I used this one for a while, so I used it pretty much every morning in the shower. And this is the Amazing Daily Face Polish. So this one is nice because it's kind of it's gentle enough to use as a everyday kind of morning cleanser, or evening, whatever you prefer. I just like using it in the morning. But so it is gentle enough to use, but it does have kind of exfoliating properties in it. So it does not just cleanse your skin, but it does exfoliate it. It also smells really nice. It's focused more on the areas where I get oily, so kind of my forehead, my chin and my nose, and it always worked really well. I always got out of the shower and felt like my skin was really kind of smooth and ready for makeup application, and makeup always sat well on my skin afterwards. This used to be my holy grail at school. When I was about maybe 13, 14, I was obsessed with this and used it every single morning. And when I saw it a few months back in Boots, I was like, oh, I used to love this, so I picked it up again. And yeah, I really like this one. I would repurchase it, there's no reason why I wouldn't. It's just one that's really nice to use in the mornings, and I think I really like using kind of foamy cleansers in the mornings, but this made a nice difference knowing that my skin was also being gently exfoliated and ready for the day. Okay, and then the next product is the Superdrug Naturally Radiant Brightening Day Cream with SPF 15. So yeah, this one is again completely empty. I've got every last bit out of here. So this one smells really nice. It smells kind of really fresh and clean. I love that it has SPF 15 in it, so it's just a good everyday moisturiser that you know you can trust. I was super impressed with this. This was really affordable. It wasn't pricey at all. I got the one that was for normal to combination skin. And yeah, like I said, it lasted absolutely ages. I feel like it made my skin really glowy, but also really nourished, but didn't make me look extra oily or anything like that. It was perfect as kind of like a primer and a base for makeup. And yeah, it just lasted really well throughout the day. Like, my skin didn't look dry or kind of cakey at all. And yeah, I just think for the price you couldn't go wrong with this. It was just really lovely and really did look after my skin well. It didn't break me out or anything, and yeah, just really prepped it nicely for makeup. But then also on those no makeup days, it just still made my skin look awake and glowy. And yeah, did everything you would want a moisturiser to do, really. So this Superdrug skincare line is actually really good. There's a few favourites that I have from there, and this is definitely one of them, so I would definitely repurchase this one. And then next up is this one. So this is the Pixi Rose Tonic. So this is like the mini version. So I am a big fan of the Pixi Glow Tonic. I love it, and I'm going to be repurchasing it soon. I'm just getting through some other toners first. But I tried this one out because I loved the Glow Tonic. But I wanted to try this one to kind of see how it helped with my kind of redness and any areas that kind of get a bit aggravated after cleansing, and see how it worked. I really enjoyed using this. It really nourished and kind of hydrated my skin, made it feel really calm when it was kind of a bit angry after using other products or kind of exfoliating. It really calmed it down and toned that redness down. It was really nice to apply before moisturiser because it just felt like an added layer of nourishment. I don't really, sometimes toners don't really do much, I think. They just kind of can sometimes just soak into the cotton pad and then you apply it to your skin. It doesn't really feel any different. But this one I really liked, and it just, I used to saturate my skin in it day and night. and yeah, it just, my skin felt properly looked after with this one. And yeah, I just really liked it. So I think this one and the Glow Tonic are winners, and I would definitely repurchase them. And then next up for skincare is the Alpha H Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. So this one's the old one, so it has like the old packaging. But this one is a firm favourite of mine. I was a bit nervous to use it when I first started. It lasted me a really long time, by the way. But yeah, when I first started this, I was a bit nervous. So I was like, oh, I don't know how my skin's going to react. It can sometimes get a bit sensitive. And I thought this had glycolic acid, and I thought leaving it on all night, I'm not sure how my skin's going to react. And it smelled quite powerful. Smell was quite scary. But I'm so glad that I tried this. I've already repurchased this one with the new packaging, so I've got it in my box and I'm waiting to use that one. It's a product that I think I'll always love. It just makes such a difference to my skin. I personally like using it every 2 to 3 nights. That's just because I've kind of built it up. When I first started using it, I think I only used it about once a week. But I just love how in the morning I wake up and it literally feels like my skin, like overnight I've just had a complete luxurious facial, and I literally wake up in the morning, my skin feels glowing, my pores feel tightened, it feels smooth, it feels ready for makeup. Yeah, and it just feels really looked after, and I think this one, it definitely makes a big difference. It is quite a pricey product, but like I said, it lasts a long time, and if you're looking for a product to make a difference, then this really does. It's good for most skin types, and I also found that this was really good for kind of resurfacing the skin, and it acts as kind of like a chemical exfoliator. I feel like my skin, like I said, did feel really smooth. It got rid of any dead skin cells and just kind of resurfaced my skin and helped with my skin texture and tone. Yeah, and just did everything I would want it to, really. I do apply it to a cotton pad and then saturate my face in it. I put a healthy amount on, but it still lasted me a long time. The only thing is that it's really important the next day you are using SPF. Always use it anyway, but especially the day after you've used this product. Make sure that you're applying SPF. I would always apply this after cleansing, and then it does say that you can apply a moisturiser or serum afterwards, but for an intensive treatment, don't follow with a moisturiser or serum and just use this. I always just use this. I don't follow with anything after, because I feel like the results I get from this is what I want in a product, and this is enough. But yeah, maybe to begin with you could follow it with something else, but I would definitely repurchase this. Like I said, already have, and I think I will for a long time. And then last but definitely not least, this is a product that I've had for a while, and again I used it every day but lasted me for a really long time. So this is the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Length No Haircut Cream. So firstly, I just love the packaging of this one. I think it's so cute, summery and really pretty. So the Dream Lengths range is basically for those that have long hair, want to keep it long and don't really want to keep having to go to the hairdressers to maintain its health. So hence the name of the No Haircut Cream. So this says it helps seal split ends and reduces breakage. I'm not sure how much it reduced my kind of breakage and maybe like molting when I'm brushing my hair. That's just how my hair is. My hair's always kind of everywhere. It always is coming out when I'm brushing my hair. It's just the way that my hair is. But I do feel that it did help with my split ends, which for me is a big thing, because whether I'm using heat products or not, I find that my hair is just kind of, it just gets split ends, and that's just kind of what happens when a few weeks go by. I didn't stop going to the hairdresser or anything, because I personally like to have my hair cut every 6 to 8 weeks to keep it maintained, and sometimes it gets a bit long and tangly. But I do feel that this did make a difference to my split ends and kind of like my nourishment levels in my hair. I found that the ends were less dry, and also this just made it super shiny. And it smelled amazing. The smell of this is gorgeous. It's a nice addition to my hair care routine. I just apply it to wet hair when I was brushing it when I got out of the shower. It's a leave-in treatment, so you just leave it in when you come out of the shower. And yeah, I just found that it worked really well. The other thing that is also a big plus for me that I love, you can apply it before using heat appliances, and it protects your hair for up to 180 degrees Celsius, which was perfect because at the minute, I mean, I'm not drying my hair, I'm not really doing anything to it, I'm just washing it and letting it dry naturally because it's so hot. But when I was using this, I used to use a hairdryer, and then I'd sometimes go in with my curlers straight after, so obviously that is quite a lot of heat. I feel like this really did help protect my hair from those heat appliances. It didn't feel dry or anything after I'd used the heat appliances, and it still felt nice and soft and shiny. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the whole range, to be honest, so I would definitely repurchase this again. When I've got quite a few shampoo and conditioners that I'm going through at the minute, but I would definitely repurchase this range again because it's really, really lovely. The smell's gorgeous, and I think it's one that does really work and make a difference to my hair. I also sometimes liked using this at night time, so even if my hair was dry, I'd apply it to the ends and sleep in it, and then wake up in the morning and wash it, and again it just felt really soft, and I felt like I was giving my hair a nice treatment overnight. So yes, would definitely repurchase this one. So that is everything for my kind of empties video and would I, wouldn't I repurchase. There's a lot of things here that I have already repurchased or would repurchase, and there's a few little bits that I wouldn't, just because they didn't work for me personally, but it doesn't mean that they wouldn't work for you or anyone else. I just want to make sure that I'm being honest in what worked for me and what didn't. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you would like to see more from me. I will link my blog and my Instagram and everything down below. I'll also mention all the products here that I've mentioned in this video down below, so you can find them if you want to check them out. And yes, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!